Hello folks, here is a video to help you with the graphing assignment. So here's the actual assignment, and our job is to take each of these three sets of data and make a graph with each one of them. So I'm going to show you how to do this not using this data, and you're going to have to figure out how to use this specific data. So the very first thing you're going to do is open up your drive, and then you're going to go to New and then Google Sheets. Once you're here, you can put in a title for your assignment, but your name and then graphing assignment is a good title. And knowing that we're going to put three graphs on this assignment, we want to add in three different sheets. So you come down here and you hit the plus sign, and now you have two sheets, one for each graph, and then since we're doing three, we're going to add one more. Okay. So now the way this program works, whatever you enter into each one of these cells or boxes, it can only handle either letters or numbers, but not both. The one exception to that is a percentage sign. So let's see here. Let's add in, let's see. We just went through Halloween. So how about favorite candy, and then number of people. Okay. So let's see. Oh, we have Snickers. That's a good one. Heath bar. How about M&Ms? And ooh, Kit Kats. That's my favorite. And let's say Twizzlers. Yuck. All right. So now let's say that 20 people liked Snickers bars, and only 2 people liked Heath bars. Let's say that 15 liked M&Ms, 23 liked Kit Kats, and 7 liked Twizzlers. Okay, so when we look in this column, which is considered the independent variable, it's the thing that we're changing, but it's also kind of like the categories. So notice that there are all letters here and not any numbers. And then over here, we have our numbers only with no letters. Okay. So now that we want to actually graph this, you'll want to highlight all of the boxes that you want the program to kind of think about and do something with. So now we want to go up and you'll notice if you have a toolbar, there's this insert chart icon. So you can use that. And if you don't see that, then you can go up here to insert and chart. So notice that the program has chosen a pie chart. Is that right? It's actually not. So we're not dealing with percentages here. We're dealing with numbers of people. So we're not showing change over time. We're just showing straight numbers. So hopefully you will choose not a pie chart, but a histogram or a bar graph. Okay. So that is a very nice graph, and it has some labels here and some labels here on the y-axis, but it's not completely, it's not a great graph right now. So the other thing is it doesn't have a descriptive title. So we need to deal with that. So you can now either click on these 3 little dots and this chart editor is going to pop up. Mine is already up. So I'm going to go over to Customize, and I am going to choose Chart and Axis Titles. So now I want to put in chart title. All right, a descriptive title. Let's see, how about favorite candies from Halloween 2020. Okay, and notice that I have capitalized all of the words in my title except for the smaller prepositional words like from, at, the. If the is a tricky one, that's at the beginning, it should be capitalized. Okay, so now we have a descriptive title. The next thing that we need to do is label the axes. So here is my independent variable, which is or I'm going to label that on my x-axis. So I'm going to pull down this little toggle and I'm going to go to my horizontal axis, which is my x-axis. And I want to put types of candy. Beautiful. And if I had a measurement unit here, I would put that in parentheses and I would put a measurement unit. But since I don't, I'm going to leave that right here. All right. And then I also need to do my vertical axis or my y-axis. So here is where I'm going to put, let's see, we're going to put people's. Actually, we're just going to put number of people and leave it at that. If I had another type of measurement unit, again, I would in parentheses put like millimeters, or I could put in, grams. But always make sure that you have your measurement units listed if there is one. All right, so now this is a pretty decent graph. I have a descriptive title. My data is clearly shown in an accurate way, and I can, from this graph, I can tell that Kit Kat is the favorite of most. And then my axes are labeled, and if measurement units are needed, then they would be there. All right, I hope that helps. If you now want to do your second set of data, you would just go to your other sheet, and now you have a blank page to enter in your data and do the same thing. And then when that one's done, you can go to your last one. All right, have a great day.